Mm-hmm.
That leads me into a franchise that I've really enjoyed over the course of time. I believe it's very underrated. Comes, it's another game created by Take-Two Interactive. Obviously, we've got Rockstar working on GTA, but Mafia, the old country, is going to be coming out this year, which is I'm really excited about. I'm not a huge fan of the name, but regardless, the game looks. I think it looks really good. I mean, especially from a graphical perspective. And did you play Mafia the Definitive Edition? It was like the remaster of like the
Yes,
first two.
I believe I did when I started playing through 3. After I was finished with that, I was like, okay, oh look, the Definitive Edition. It's for Mafia games that I haven't played yet, so I was like, screw it,
Yeah,
give it a shot. It was on sale, so I was like, why not?
yeah. So what do you like? What do you think of Mafia versus like GTA? Because they're both coming from obviously different studios,
Yes.
but you've got the same umbrella that is Take-Two.
Well, if I would like to also rope in another game that has the similar thing as Saints Row.
Okay, perfect.
But yeah, for those 3 games in particular, Mafia feels more refined, more like the best way to describe it is a smooth blade that took a while to forge is the best way to describe it.
Bro, that is the greatest analogy ever. Okay, yeah, continue.
When you have the chaos that is Saints Row, especially both 3 and 4. I didn't play the Vegas one or whatever it was called. I forget. It was just called Saints Row, I believe.
Wasn't one of them like Gat Out of Hell or something?
Yes, that was the DLC for number 4, where you literally go into hell.
That was the DLC.
That was DLC for 4.
Holy shit, dude!
Yeah, it was gnarly. But yeah, it's just whenever you play Saints Row, you're expecting chaos. You're expecting just the goofy shit like you wouldn't expect to see in a Mafia game. Like you don't expect to get curve stomp by a guy wearing a duck costume. That's Saints Row.
Yeah.
And then you got GTA, who is kind of like a mix of both, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You got GTA Online is chaos. It is beyond chaos. You got people dropping orbital strikes from like halfway across the map.
Yeah.
But then you also got the seriousness and the refinement that is like a heist, or even the story of GTA 5 is amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's so well done, and especially since it's new characters, which I've noticed what GTA does in general. For every time they make a new game, they give us a new set of characters.
Yeah.
While also giving references to old ones. I believe in one of the story missions, Lester talks about the protagonist from Liberty City, and like one of the heists when you're like driving, like just making small talk.
Yeah.
Not to mention the characters themselves, memorable. Everyone remembers Trevor, obviously.
Yep.
Everyone remembers Michael. Everyone remembers Franklin, Lamar, Chop, everybody. Like you just like Laszlo, even like some small characters like Laszlo, the agents, the FIB people. Like you know them.
Yeah.
As soon as you look at them.
You know what's crazy? This is a crazy little like side note about one of the characters. I actually know Tracy in real life.
Oh wow!
Yeah, sure. Her mom actually works for my dad up in Ohio, and yeah, McCall. She's awesome. I've got multiple pictures with her. She actually looks pretty similar, like she does on the video game. But the characters, I got to agree with you, bro. They definitely very memorable.
Not to mention the memes. Especially about Franklin and Lamar.
Dude, yeah,
it's just funny.
It's been so good for sure.
The memes are so iconic. They made a real life version of it.
Yeah, yeah. GTA and dude, it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens with GTA 6.
Yeah.
Mafia though, I've always felt like it was kind of like it had so much potential to be so much bigger than what it is, just because. It's kind of felt like little brother, to GTA, which is obviously a juggernaut. You just can't compete with it. But I feel like, I'm going to say something that might be a little bit controversial for sure for some people, but I've said it on my YouTube channel before. I've never said it on the Animal channel, but at least for me, just me personally, when we talk about like Mafia and GTA, I do agree with you that like the characters are like probably more memorable from like a game to game basis. Like a lot of the
Mhm.
characters I don't remember from like GTA 3 or from like Vice City. I do remember some of the characters from
San Andreas.
well, I was going to say GTA 4
But yeah, that would
and then 5. But yeah,
Yeah.
San Andreas. Um Mafia though, to me, I've gotten more uh I, I feel like I get more immersed into that story. I don't know if it's the time period or what it is. I think personally, I like the story of Mafia more than GTA.
Yes,
I,
that
I
I actually agree with you on that part.
I really like it more. The difference though is that as a package deal, GTA has Mafia by a wide margin.
Mhm.
Now, I've always thought, why don't they do like we were talking about Cyberpunk
Mafia.
Online, Mafia Online? You know, like why can't we go be like rise the ranks of like, you know, in a crime family, and we're like, but make it more like not so over the top like they do in GTA Online.
You 'cause
Like,
I was about to say, 'cause, another difference between GTA and Mafia is that Mafia feels a lot more realistic as far as, like, I could believe this story happening in real life as, like, a Mafia person. However, in GTA, I don't see a lot of these people getting away with considering how much, like, like, technology is nowadays, I don't see people getting away with the crap that happens in GTA.
dude, 100%, no way.
But yeah, just if for Mafia, it just always felt a little bit more realistic than GTA.
It did, and I mean, yeah,
I think that's what the angle was, is like to separate the two games from each other, because if they're too similar, people are always going to ask like, well, if they're basically the same game, why don't I just play this one instead?
mhm.
They want to try to keep the game separate to have a more broader audience, in my opinion. I think that's probably why they haven't tried to do things similar in Mafia than in GTA.
And
'Cause-
maybe Hangar 13 doesn't feel confident doing an online element like what Rockstar, obviously the team that they have working on like GTA Online and
Mhm.
things of that nature. I don't know though. I'm like, dude, I just feel like it's untapped potential, like
Yes.
this online Mafia Empire-esque type style. I think it's an endless opportunity that is untapped at this point.
Well, there was a game similar called Empire of Sin.
Yeah, but wasn't that yeah, I played that, but wasn't that like it's similar, but
It's like
it's kind of like
Civ.
Diablo.
It's like Civ but Mafia.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's the feeling I got from it. The problem with that game is that single player,
right.
which
Yeah.
I didn't like. I think it's single player and couch co-op, but
But see, Mafia doesn't even have co-op, does it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure 3 did not have co-op.
Yeah, no, and the first two definitely didn't. And so I just really, I personally, just with the certain time periods, I wish that the time period for the old country was actually in like Vegas.
Doesn't it take place in Italy?
Is it Italy?
I'm pretty sure. With a name like
You might
that,
be
you would
right.
think Italy.
Yeah, I think it. I wanted it to be in Vegas, but you know like that time period in Vegas, I think would have been really interesting. But
Yeah.
regardless, yeah, I think it is like in Italy or somewhere internationally. But
Well, you're gonna get brutality then, because I know the Mafia in Italy is just more brutal than anything in the US.
that's true. Yeah, yeah, they went pretty hard over there.
Yeah, so expect like brutality.